I've discovered the most underappreciated paradise in Europe, and it's not Spain. The French Riviera's glitz and glamour, Italy's beautiful coasts, or Spain's golden beaches are likely the first things that come to mind when you think of European paradise. However, a place so stunningly gorgeous and strangely unexplored that it feels like Europe's best-kept secret is nestled peacefully between Croatia and Albania. Despite its modest size, Montenegro is a country rich in natural beauty, history, and charm. Imagine snow-capped mountains reflected in glacial lakes, medieval towns tucked away along sapphire blue bays, and winding coastal roads that lead to unexpected discoveries around every corner. It is a place where adventure and peace coexist, where walls that date back millennia tell tales of empires, and where luxury is available without the exorbitant costs of Western Europe. In contrast to Spain or Italy, Montenegro offers peace without compromising beauty. It is a location where nature is king and authenticity still flourishes. From the rugged center of Durmitor National Park to the enchanted Bay of Kotor, Montenegro is more than just a travel destination, it's a discovery. This is the Europe of your dreams, except immeasurably more charming, more tranquil, and more reasonably priced. Let's watch. 1. The Bay of Kotor, an undiscovered dream. Fjord. The crown jewel of Montenegro is the Bay of Kotor, which resembles a cross between the Italian Riviera and the Norwegian fjords. Medieval settlements cling to the shoreline like something from a fantasy book, while towering mountains encircle the deep blue bay. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Kotor's ancient town is a maze of winding streets, buildings from the Venetian era, and quaint cafes. To get a picture-perfect perspective of the red-tiled houses, the glistening sea below, and the towering cliffs rising everywhere, climbs the walls of the old fortress. 2. Budva, a blend of beach vibes and ancient history. Budva is the ideal combination for people looking for both history and a vibrant beach scene. This over 2,500-year-old Adriatic town is frequently referred to as the Montenegrin Miami, but it's much more than that. Enclosed by robust stone walls, the old town is a tangle of cobblestone alleyways, antique churches, and terraces overlooking the sea. Beyond those borders are lively beaches, hip bars, and opulent resorts that are on par with the finest in Europe. However, Budva's ability to combine contemporary vitality with vintage charm is what sets it apart. It is a serene coastal retreat in the winter, but in the summer it comes alive with festivals and outdoor performances. Budva provides a unique kind of magic, a coastal paradise that nonetheless feels quite local for tourists who like to experience culture during the day and relax by the sea at night. 3. Nature at its wildest in Durmitor National Park. Don't assume Montenegro is all about beaches and historic cities. One of Europe's most overlooked natural treasures can be found if you travel north to Durmitor National Park. An adventurer's paradise, this UNESCO-protected park is home to Rocky Mountains, glacial lakes, deep valleys, and seemingly endless alpine meadows. World-class whitewater rafting is available in Europe's deepest gorge, the Tara River Canyon, while hiking routes like Bobotov Kuk lead to breathtaking peaks and expansive vistas. The park becomes a popular ski resort in the winter, drawing people who would rather ski in powder than in crowds. 4. The Adriatic coastline, calm shores, crystal clear seas. Despite being only a little under 300 kilometers long, Montenegro's coastline is among the most beautiful in all of Europe. While Dubrovnik and Split in neighboring Croatia attract millions of tourists, Montenegro's beaches are pleasantly empty. Every location feels like a private sanctuary, from the glitzy Sveti Stefan Peninsula with its famous island resort to the quiet coves of the Lustica Peninsula. The pristine Adriatic waters are ideal for sailing, swimming, and snorkeling. You can still see residents selling fresh figs at the market or fishermen repairing nets by the harbor in towns like Petrovac and Perast, which have a relaxed, genuine feel. The most amazing thing is that Montenegro provides this Mediterranean beauty for a much lower price than you would spend in France or Italy. The coast of Montenegro offers unadulterated tranquility, whether you're looking to retreat to a secret bay or sunbathe in luxury. 5. Warm hospitality and reasonably priced luxury. Montenegro distinguishes out as a refuge of affordability without sacrificing quality in a continent where travel may frequently be quite expensive. The cost of seaside apartments and four-star hotels is so high that it would hardly cover a night's stay in any other Western European country. Eating out is just as enjoyable since you can indulge in local cheeses, delicious seafood, and excellent wine without having to worry about the cost. Montenegrins are quite proud of their hospitality and frequently go above and above to make guests feel at home. Expect real friendliness and discussion over homemade raquija fruit brandy, whether you're staying in a boutique hotel or a family-run guest house. What makes Montenegro so unique is its affordability and genuineness. Few places in Europe still provide the opportunity to live like a king or queen on a moderate budget, but this town does. 6. A fusion of timeless history and cultures. The history of Montenegro is as varied as its topography. It has been influenced by the Illyrians, Romans, Venetians, Ottomans, and Austro-Hungarians over the centuries, and evidence of each civilization can be found everywhere. Any old town you visit will have a harmonious mix of Ottoman mosques, Catholic cathedrals, and Orthodox churches. Museums in Cetinje, the former royal capital, narrate tales of Montenegro's rich cultural legacy and staunch independence. Despite being open-minded and inquisitive about the outside world, the people take pride in their traditions. Because of this blending of cultures, Montenegro has a distinct personality that is European, and particularly Balkan, old and modern. 7. Montenegro's future, undiscovered but rising. Surprisingly little is known about Montenegro, despite its obvious beauty. However, things are starting to change. Luxurious resorts like Porto Montenegro and Lustica Bay have begun drawing wealthy tourists and boat owners from all over the world in recent years. Few places are able to strike this equilibrium, yet Montenegro has maintained its identity despite its expansion. The nation's natural and cultural legacy is being preserved because of the government's dedication to sustainable tourism. It is recommended that tourists venture inland into the villages and mountains where Montenegro's real heart beats. Access is now easier than ever thanks to direct flights that connect major cities throughout Europe. For the time being, however, Montenegro continues to be a paradise that feels both exclusive and welcoming, a sweet spot between discovery and preservation. It is not Croatia, Italy, or Spain. It's something completely different, the most underappreciated paradise in Europe, silently waiting to be discovered. In conclusion, Montenegro serves as a reminder that paradise isn't always associated with high costs or an overabundance of tourists. Time seems to slow down just enough for you to actually breathe there, where contemporary marinas meet old walls and mountains meet the sea. Montenegro has everything you could possibly want in a compact yet amazing package, whether you're an explorer, history buff, or just looking for serenity. While other parts of Europe are crowded with tourists, Montenegro provides something that is becoming more and scarcer: authenticity. Every twisting road, Kotor sunset, and local smile seems to be a whisper from a Europe that has been forgotten. Look beyond Spain and Italy the next time you're organizing a trip to Europe. Before the rest of the world notices, travel to Montenegro, because often the most stunning locations are those that have yet to be explored. Let us know in the comments what you think about I found Europe's most underrated paradise, and it's not Spain. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.